I'm Lesley Canarium, Reader Conversations Librarian at the Rogers Public Library, and I'm here with January Adult Take It, Make It, which is to make giant wall snowflakes. And this is an easy one, but a fun one, and it'll allow you a lot of creativity. You're going to have in your kit a whole bunch of different sizes of craft sticks, popsicle sticks, ready for you to play with. And you can copy the design that I make for this video, or you can come up with your own design. In your kit, there's going to be a photo with a lot of different patterns that you can look at that you can either copy or use for inspiration. There should be enough popsicle sticks in your kit to make a very complicated pattern, or if you want to do something simpler, you might have enough to make two. But whatever you're going to do, you're going to want to plan it out ahead of time. So to help you with that, I have on the other side of this sheet in your kit, if you'll remember, snowflakes are six-sided designs. So I included a hexagon to help you get the angles right, and also lines that you can use for lining up your pattern. I strongly, strongly recommend figuring out your pattern ahead of time to make sure you have enough and that everything will work out the way you want it to. And then taking a picture on your phone so you can remember what you had in mind. When you get your kit, all the popsicle sticks are going to be plain. The first thing you're going to want to do is paint them white, and there is white paint included in your kit. You don't have to do it double-sided unless you're going to be hanging it in the middle of the room because nobody's going to see the backside. So I'm going to get all my different sizes out here and sort them out. You're going to want to work from the center out. So you can either start with a spoke design or you can start with a hexagon in the middle. I'm going to start with a hexagon pattern here. When you paint your popsicle sticks, you don't want to set them on regular paper to dry because the paint's going to stick to the paper, but that's okay. It'll just give it kind of a lacy look. So stick them on something non-stick like wax paper. First thing I'm going to do is set up these sticks here along the edges of the hexagon. You notice that I'm alternating the ones on top and the ones underneath. This will help make your snowflake lie a little flatter against the wall, which will be nice. Then you're going to want to glue them together. What you're going to want to use is either craft glue or hot glue. The advantage of hot glue is that it dries real fast, so you can go boom, 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 boom. But the advantage of using regular craft glue or white glue is that, of course, since it dries slower, it'll give you some more flexibility if you mess up. So really, that's a matter of your personal preferences. I'm going to live dangerously and use hot glue. Do remember, if you're doing this project with children, and this is a fun project to do with kids, hot glue is hot. And do make sure your angles line up correctly from the beginning, because if you don't, it will make you sad later on. Trust me on this one. The first time I did this, I just had to trash everything and start over because I wasn't careful enough. There we go. That's a nice starting hexagon. Usually it works out a little better to have bigger pieces on the inside. It'll help it structurally be a little more sturdy. I'm going to use these big popsicle sticks and put them next, sticking out just to the middle like this. And let's try using some of the little ones here, the rest of the little ones here, and make sort of a star shape here. So I'm going to once again line these up first just to make sure that I got everything going correctly. That looks pretty good. You'll notice that I glued the angles parts together first before I glued them to the big sticks, because I learned from sad experience that when you do a bit like this, the angles can be tricky and you want to make sure they're right before you glue them in place. And now I'm gluing them underneath the big sticks, and that's going to give me a nice flat surface when I go to hang up my snowflake. And one last piece for that. Okay, I'm afraid I've kind of hit the limits of my pattern guide, but hopefully I've got a nice secure pattern here that I'll be able to use as a basis for the rest of the snowflake. I decided to just extend these out. So let's take these long little ones Alrighty, and we'll take our fine little popsicle sticks here and we'll just make a nice little going the other way around. Alrighty, nice basic winter snowflake. You want some way to hang this up, of course. So I have included in your kit a paper clip. And you're going to go around on the back side and just pick some part you want to be the top and glue that paper clip right in place as a hanger. You can, of course, use anything else you want for a hanger if you've got something fancier. Now, that couldn't possibly be any simpler, so naturally, I give you some options for complicating it. For example, you can take markers and you can draw designs on your snowflake, or even just, let's write a little message. Can't get much winterier than that. Though, of course, knowing y'all, you'll come up with some incredibly clever puns to decorate it. Or if you really want to go crazy, you know I am always a fan of glitter or ribbons, sequins, beads, pearls. Dress the whole thing up any way you want, and you can make this as fancy a design as you like. But really, that's all there is to it. Have a lovely winter, January, and come back next month when we're going to be doing Valentine coasters.